So we are back for another video reaction. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Blessings to everybody. Today we are back for another video of Candace Owens. She did have a controversial moment with Kanye West, and they're wearing a shirt that said "White Lives Matter." A lot of people was not happy with the shirt that they had on. I feel like it was to, for my opinion, I just feel like it was to cause controversial conversation. Um, and it was art behind it. People that didn't understand what they were doing, um, I feel like it was a subliminal towards what they had on. But you guys can go ahead and comment down below. Don't forget to like the video if you guys are enjoying the video. And then also don't forget to subscribe for more reactions. All right, let's get into it.
Who now goes by Kanye West. Of course, you guys, unless you've been hiding under a rock, know the story. He and I in Paris at his Yeezy fashion show wore t-shirts that said "White Lives Matter" and broke the internet.
Yeah.
I saw him, he said, should we respond to it? I actually were thinking that we should just say nothing about it and just appreciate the art of the response, right? He is, among other things, a fashion designer and an artist. And so it was fun to really appreciate that the response was the art. The response that we knew we were going to get was a commentary on society, of course, because for years we were told that saying Black Lives Matter was not divisive, saying supremacy, saying Black Lives Matter was a righteous thing to say. People were, of course, then okay with people that said Asian Lives Matter, because of course this phrase is not divisive. You can just insert any, except for white. I don't know what happened there. But those same individuals completely flipped. Suddenly it became an expression of white supremacy. It was not inclusive at all. It wasn't saying anything. It needed to go. And I was comfortable to just allow people to scream and to shout and to appreciate the art in it. But then Kanye decided that it was time to say something because he's not just an artist.
Paris Fashion Week, you just landed, and you have a lanyard still on from it, and there's a photograph on it. What is that?
It's a photograph of a baby's ultrasound.
Why is that? And that you designed that?
Yes.
Why? What does that mean?
It just represents life. I'm pro-life.
Boy, so you wear it on a badge. What kind of response do you get? And good, amen, I agree.
I don't care about people's responses. I care about the fact that there's more Black babies being aborted than born in New York City at this point. That 50% of Black death in America is abortion. So I really don't care about people's responses. I perform for an audience of one, and that's God. Yeah, that my favorite response, because I kept on thinking, like, people, they're looking for an explanation, and people say, well, as an artist, you don't have to give an explanation.
Yes, I think that's right.
So the answer to why I wrote White Lives Matter on a shirt is because they do.
Kanye West, he's very smart. And people may say he's crazy. I don't think he's crazy. They're just saying that because they don't want the truth to be out. But I feel like Kanye West, he's very smart in what he's doing. I feel like with Kanye West, even with still wearing the I don't know if that's the same outfit he had on, but still wearing the lanyard of what he went to was very smart move. For the statement that he made as well. And I feel like with the White Lives Matter t-shirt was a very smart move. Because when we only say certain lives matter, it's a disagreement for some people. So why not we throw everybody in the mix of lives that matter? I think with this interview itself, my bad, I had to pop my shoulder. But I think with this not the interview, but with that shirt itself, they were sending a message of not just with the White Lives Matter situation. I think it was just a message of let's go ahead and include them as well, since a lot of people have a lot of messy things to say about certain cultures having, I'm trying to watch my words, that's why I'm saying it like that, but certain cultures having that stance now where it's not just Black lives that matter. So let's go ahead and throw them in the mix, since they want to go ahead and add other cultures into it. Let's go ahead and throw them in the mix and see what other people had to say about that. So a lot of people, like, not thinking 100% of, okay, this is not just oh, okay, he's wearing the shirt, White Lives Matter, he's just trying to be controversial. I think it was a controversial statement that he made just by posting the picture. And I think that's where Candace Owens was coming with that, when it came to, she didn't think, this is her words, like, she didn't feel like there was a need to even say anything after that photo. It should have just been that photo and they just ran with it. But Kanye wants a meaning towards it where people would understand the reason why they wore that shirt. And that's the reason why he didn't mind Candace Owens going ahead and speaking of the reason why they wore the shirt. But let's continue.
Measured and profound. And it's profound and it is true. White lives matter, Black lives matter, Asian lives matter, all lives matter. And unfortunately, we live in a society that is unwilling to admit that it is a form of racism when you're only angry when you say white lives matter, right? It is such a strange time to live in, that people think that they are legitimate in treating white people as if they're not allowed to speak in society anymore. And how profound and how measured is he in wearing this lanyard and speaking to this understanding that what we do matters only to God, right? And what is happening in Black America is a form of genocide. What is happening in terms of the abortion industry is such a cultural moment that he has the courage to go on Tucker Carlson and to hold the line and not to completely collapse because people on the left are basically demanding that he become silenced. Right. They no longer want him. The people in fashion, we covered this yesterday, Gigi Hadid, the big models are basically saying he needs to go, he's just a bully. People were completely silent, right, about the fact that people are describing as mentally ill. Imagine describing a Black man who has the courage to speak out on the death industry that is abortion as just somebody that's mentally ill and disturbed, right? That's not a form of racism, but they've remained silent on those topics and they only want to speak out because he wore a t-shirt. They think about what that says about the state of things in America.